2025 public hearing of the City of Prescott Board of Adjustments. As I call your name, please say here. Jim Lamberson. Tom Davis.
Here.
Mary Frederickson.
Here.
Miriam, I'm sorry, Miriam.
Here.
Mark Holness.
Here.
Tom Hutchinson.
Gone.
And Jay, are you here?
Rick.
Ray.
Rick.
Here.
Okay. We'll update that for you.
This is an open public hearing and is being recorded by the city. The proceedings are being televised by representatives of the public media. The public, local cable and/or radio stations may also be rebroadcast. The number of board members is 6, so we need a 4 for an approval. We need a 4-vote approval. Members of the public are required to state their name for the record so that we may know who is speaking and be able to contact them at a later date if necessary. Please mute all your electronic devices. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. And Ray, would you lead us, please?
Rick.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call for the approval of the March 20th, 2025 Board of Adjustment meeting minutes.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, sir.
Mark Hookness here. I move to approve the minutes as submitted.
Tom Davis, I'll second.
Any comments or corrections? All those in favor signify by aye.
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 Those opposed? Passes 6-0. Okay, you're on.
Thank you, Chairman, members of the board. Tammy DeWitt, Community Planner. So before you is a variance request to Article 3, Section 363F, if my presentation can get put up, of the city's land development code to allow for a decrease in the minimum yard setback from 7 feet to 5 feet to bring existing historic structures into compliance with current zoning code. So the properties we have in question are located right here. We do have a split zoning going through the property. This is the family compound. It's owned by one family. This is the imagery of the area. This is a historic area. We have a lot of structures that encroach in the side setbacks because they were built before zoning, and this is one of those properties in question. So they own these properties, and I'll help bring up a better picture. So we're just trying to bring the property so that the legal non-conforming goes away and there'll be legal conforming structures. Here's a closer to kind of show. So as you can see right here, we have the property line going through some of these structures. These are owned by the same property owner. So the goal is to try to reduce some of these setbacks so they can split it and to make these properties where we don't have property lines going through structures. So in the future, if something happens, they won't have to demo any structures or anything, protect what's historically been on the property. So here's the two houses that are up front. As you can see, these are historical houses. They are contributors to the district, so we want to protect them. So this will allow them to remain as they are and have the property line going between the two houses with a 5-foot setback in between the structures. And these are some of the other outbuildings on the property, on the two properties. And here's some more pictures of the non-conforming uses in the neighborhood that we have out there. So this is what they're proposing. So as we see, we have this property line. This will go away, and we'll have a new property line go this way between the structures. They'll remove, I believe, this structure here. So we will have 5 outbuildings and then the 2 houses, and then this property back here will have all conforming parcels too. This is just to allow us to move forward with the revision of plat to make these have property lines not go through buildings, and then to have those 5-foot setbacks that are being requested. And here's a closer up view of that. So again, this property line will go away, and then this will be the new property line here. This was reviewed to our review criteria. It's not a self-induced hardship. These structures have been there for about 100 years, so we're trying to protect the character of the historic area. And this is analysis. There have been others in the area, but it is conformance with all our criteria. We did send notices to all the property owners within 300 feet and posted the property and published notices in the paper, and we have not received any written comments. We did have a couple of inquiries, but they just wanted to make sure that we were protecting the historic structures on the property, which this would allow. And that concludes my presentation, and I'm free to answer any questions you have, and the applicant is also here.
Do we have any questions?
Mary Fredrickson, I do. Tammy, in the summary, in the packet that was provided to us, I believe it's on the memo, item summary, there's a reference to currently 3 residences and 5 outbuildings.
Yep.
Is there a 3rd residence?
On the back parcel. So we have 3 residential properties. Sorry, my presentation went away. We have 3 residential properties, and so each property has a residence on it. So we're running to maintain those structures. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, only the 2.
Yeah.
And where's the 3rd residence located?
There's 3 parcels.
3 Yeah, so 3 parcels, 2 homes, sorry.
Okay, so I think this is just a typo in this item summary that says there are currently 3 residences and 5 accessory buildings.
Correct.
So there are 2 residents
And
and
5 accessory buildings, yeah,
thank you.
sorry.
So Tammy, excuse me, Mr. Chairman, so the property to the east, northeast corner of the property, that line gets abandoned. So we now have one big 46,600 square foot lot. Is that correct? Is that the way I read this?
So it looks like they're trying to create it into 2 parcels. That's why I'm asking, looking at the applicant. That one will go away, yeah.
This line goes away,
Yes,
so this becomes a big parcel. Exactly.
yes,
Okay.
yes. So we're trying to create from 3 to 2 parcels. Thank you.
Do we have any other questions or comments? I will entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
if we could possibly hear from the applicant.
Sure.
Short straw.
Good morning. My name is Charlie Reyes. I'm married to one of the daughters of the people that own the property. It's under their Neely Trust, and we're just trying to clean up all the lines on the property. So we just remodeled one of the properties, and we're just trying to get it so the title company doesn't want to touch it with all the lines, the old property lines that went through some of the structures. So we're trying to get that straightened out now. Any questions?
Yes, Mark Huckness again. I do have a question for you, sir. Staff mentioned that some of the structures were going to be torn down. Are any of those considered historic structures?
There is the structure we were talking about taking down is an old greenhouse that was off the property, off the second property. And to meet the setbacks, we have to remove that structure. It's just an old glass greenhouse that's been there for years.
Okay, so it's nothing that the neighbors in the community that commented would be concerned about.
You can't even see it from the road.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you.
Is
I'll
there
en-
anyone from the public that wants to speak? No. Okay. Just want to make sure. Okay. Sorry.
Well, then, Mr. Chair, Mark Hookness, I'll move to approve. Could you put the number up for me?
Oops, sorry.
Oops.
Approve V25-005 as submitted.
Do I have a second?
Miriam Hotbrick will second that motion.
Thank you, Mary. Any further comments? Then I will entertain a vote. Those in favor?
Aye.
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 Those opposed? Passes 6-0.
No other items today and no updates. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, you made it easy for me today. Okay. Well,
Good job, Mr. Chair.
well, with that, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Yeah, you're lucky here, Rick.